So I'm going to wait till the others get here, and then we're all going to say thank you. I know that Mr. Dick Rude. Where's Xander? Xander. Mr. Xander Schloss. We say thank you very much, especially to the Rolling Road Show. And yeah, and this is just a great event, and I hope the Rolling Road Show will continue to do this for many years and show even better films than Repo Man in years to come.
And if you're an agent, consider this my audition.
Otto's daddy's here, Jonathan Huger. And so that's it, right? Now we watch the film and then we do a Q&A after. So thank you very much. I know that Mr. Dick Rude. Where's Xander? Xander. Mr. Xander Schloss. We say thank you very much, especially to the Rolling Road Show. And yeah, and this is just a great event, and I hope the Rolling Road Show will continue to do this for many years and show even better films than Repo Man in years to come.
And if you're an agent, consider this my audition.
Otto's daddy's here, Jonathan Huger. And so that's it, right? Now we watch the film and then we do a Q&A after. So thank you very much.
Alex, I have a question for you.
You're in the way. Don't let my mom fucking doing that show.
Yes.
I never knew you were British and stuff. How long have you been in LA before you wrote Repo Man? And
the problem is
did being here just twist you up so bad that you had to?
I was a student at UCLA for 4 years before I wrote the script of Repo Man. So I've been here for about 5 years, and I thought every American city was like this. I didn't realize they were different. Thank you.
Hey, Alex.
Thank you, sir. First of all, as great as all these actors in this picture are, this was Alex Cox's picture. He really put this whole thing together. And about the plate of shrimp, that scene, that scene was not, and correct me, Alex, if I'm wrong about this, but that scene was not originally in the movie. That was written as an audition piece, and somehow someone was able to convince Alex and Michael Nesmith to put that in the picture. And also, that scene that we shot, burning the fire, the remnants in the fire. That was my first day that I worked, and that was a perfect example of, you know, the best laid. You must make a lot of plans when you're shooting a picture, but it's a perfect example of the best laid plans can go to the wayside, because that was the first day that I worked, and it was the last thing they did that day, and they shot it as the light was coming down, and it was beautiful light, as you can see in that scene, and because they were losing the light and it was the end of the day, they shot a huge master and then a smaller master, and really no other coverage, and it worked out perfectly. And maybe if they had more time to shoot it, that they could have screwed it up a little. But
It's true.
It's really running out of battery. Wait till I got one more.
I'd like to point out that in the American Film Institute did a film about screenwriting, and the longest scene, I believe, in that film is Tracy's plate of shrimp scene.
Yeah! Thank you, sir.
Okay, I have a question. Question coming at you. This one's for Alex Cox. How did you get Robbie Mueller to be your director of photography? Because believe me, that was beautiful. Originally, I was going to shoot the film with somebody out of UCLA, either a cameraman called Tom Richmond or a cameraman called Michael Miner. And Michael Nesmith, who was executive producer, thought that there would be too much inexperience with me as a first-time director, the first-time producers. Then I tried to do it with a very good DP called Steve Fearberg out of New York. But Nesmith didn't like the handheld aspect of his work, so Nesmith said, or Peter McCarthy said, if you could have anybody, who would you have? Yes. The best DP in the world. And I went, oh, Robbie Mueller. And so we did, and then and he has an agent. If anybody wants to work with Robbie, I think he still has the same agent, yes. Ray Gosnell. So call Ray.
My question is about improvisation. So how much of this movie is improvised and how much was written, and who wrote what became improvisation?
Well, there was a script, a basic script. I'm very little, so I can't really reach the microphone. And what Alex...
It's Charles, Olivia.
What Alex allowed him to see you.
It's Charles.
Where are you? But what Alex allowed us to do was we do the basic scene that was written in the script, and then from there he'd say, just keep going. And we'd keep going, and whatever happened, happened. And for instance, one scene that I was in with Emilio, with the alien in the middle, and I slap him across the face because he tells me to give him a blowjob while I'm down on the
Yeah.
And I slap him in the face, and then the scene's supposed to end there, and I came back and I slapped him again for a second time. And that's why he started cracking up, because it wasn't in the script and he didn't expect it, and that's the kind of stuff we did. So.
That's actually one of the things I think is the greatest thing about this movie, is that it's improvised before people were even thinking about improvising. You guys were just doing it.
Yeah, it was
you guys had a great time. We are enjoying it still.
Well, everyone I think here enjoyed it as much.
Hi, my name is Kalita Kelly, and I just want to tell you about the improvisation that Alex had me do, because if I remember correctly, I'm getting old here, so I don't know if I can remember.
No, we're getting old too. Come on.
So something didn't turn out quite like we thought it was, but he said, look, no, I want her in. I want her to say this, and I want her to do this. And that's when I said, shut up, you rent-a-cop. Yeah. He told me and had me do it. That's how great he is.
Yeah.
Glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Talking about improv lines. For some reason, Alex give me things out of nowhere. He walks up to me and tells me, "Si, there's a scene missing. I don't know what it is." The next day I get to work, he says, "You're going to get in the car. Otto is going to get out the car and try to steal this car, and someone's going to shoot at the car, and you're going to have a blank gun." I said, "Yeah, okay, what next?" He said, "That's your problem." So we go in the scene, and my one or two improv line was, "Get in the car, white boy," and I didn't realize I was going to say that until I said it.
Which is very important note for actors, is always save the improv until the film is actually rolling. Never show the director the improv on the rehearsal, because they'll cut it out.
And that's true also on when I was in the phone booth, because I'm originally from Roswell, New Mexico, and he says, okay, so you go to, the script said, he gets out, Lagarto gets out after he sends Napoleon off and says, "We're the mules and tenders," and he gets out and goes to the phone booth and he says, "Okay, so say something else." I'm like, "What do you want me to say?" "Well, you know the part better than me, just say it." So the whole thing where like this, and I actually, people don't realize this, it was a real phone booth, so I had to dial, I put a dime in back then, and I was listening to time. At the tone, the time will be, And it didn't, like now, after a couple of times it'll stop, but it just would keep going. And I had to do the whole thing, it's hot, it's really hot. And that was all improv, but after we did it, and when I came out, and I had told Eddie, hey, the car's gone. And we're the Rodriguez brothers, we don't chase shit. So when you come out, you got that orange bang, hang it over to me, and we're just gonna have a drink, and we'll get it later.